Hello, welcome back to the archive. I am Björn, the symbol detective. I am the curator of an ancient language. Today I will be talking about the Tarot de Marseille or the Tarot in general. And as you probably know, I am writing currently on a book on tarot history, and I will give many great insights in that regard, but it will be written much differently because it's written from the outside in, where I first peel off all the important layers in order to understand the thinking world of the medieval people, and of course the Renaissance people coming after that. And why is this so important? Because if you want to understand what meaning is injected in these trump cards, where we all discuss about those cards that we find so important, you have to understand the really Indo-European structure of thinking culturally, but also the symbolical structure, and a lot of things that somewhere hang around with that. And you have to really understand also the language of folklore and the symbolism of folklore. And herein, in this card, is a lot of folklore. And this is like interesting because here is also like a link to Freemasonry. Not directly, but indirectly, since Freemasonry also came out of the European culture, and some are working with the same symbols, the same thinking structures, and the same philosophy. And I know that might sound vague, but here you see like the dog and the wolf. In certain rituals on the French Rite from back in the days, there is like this question answer thing, and then they say, okay, where do the Freemasons meet? And then the answer is they meet in a valley or on a hill, so it depends, where no dog can bark or no rooster crows. Now you have to listen. So, dog and rooster. If you go through other folklore or other symbols, and Indo-European symbolism, and especially the syncretism between heathenism and Christianity, there you often see that the day is marked by three animals. The rooster, so logically he stands for the morning. Then in the evening the dog takes over, and then at night, or when the evening gets eerie, the wolf takes over. And the wolf is also like always like a symbol for initiation, and it has a lot to do with especially European warrior bonds. That's also why there's this link with the Roman soldiers, and where the North Germanic were called the wolfskin carriers, something like that. You see? And here is this eerie moment. So when the evening is ending, so the realm of the dog is ending, and the wolf takes over from there. And that's also where it's like this thin line, where it becomes creepy, And that's also where the French saying comes from, entre chien et loup. So that means between dog and wolf. So this is this eerie time of the day. If you want to find more of this deepening things about symbolism, make sure you're here next time. Bye.